Yeah, couldn't be more excited. Obviously, we have history going back, but kind of went our separate ways in the baseball world, and both accomplishing pretty cool things. And now we're back together and have an opportunity here to do something cool. So,
It's a historically successful offensive program. What is sort of your hitting philosophy that you're looking to bring here into Arizona?
to not mess them up. Yeah, no, it's a good group of hitters, man, and I think just kind of build on what they've been doing and find that consistency where we can do that for a longer period of time throughout the season. And then the key to this is going to be also developing the younger guys that we got in, and just making sure we got guys in place for next year that are ready to go and jump in and plug and play. So, yeah.
What about ASU kind of excited you to take the job with the program?
Excuse me?
What about like the program kind of excited you to take the job and made it like something you want to do?
Well, just seeing Willie come to school here when we were, at that time, we were close at that time of our lives, and just so ASU's I've always kind of had a soft spot for it, just because one of my best friends went here. So for me, it was just the opportunity to be a part of this historic program and come down and, develop players and get this place back to a winning trend. So is what I want to do.
How do you feel about the group of guys with the ball players you have offensively to work with?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're getting some really good hitters back that will make my life a little easier. And like I said, finding some better consistency throughout the year with those guys, and then the kids we have coming in, that's going to be fun. Just developing some talented kids. So
without giving away trade secrets, what's kind of like the balance and the trick of so working with guys, like you said, not ruining it, but just kind of like interjecting different things into their swing. What's the conversations like with that with the players?
Yeah, I think part of that's going to be building trust with these guys. And I've worked with a ton of different players. I've done a ton of different things throughout this game. And so I kind of know what it takes to get to the next level and how to just enhance things and find consistency. So I think with that, it's going to be just spending time with these guys and not being too intrusive with what you're trying to do with them. There's subtle ways to make adjustments, and I think even with the guys that have had success, you can always improve on certain things. So, just trying not to be too intrusive where they get clouded and can't operate is basically what you don't want to do.
You've worked with a lot of different guys and a lot of different places. Arizona State's kind of mantra is MLBU, and being able to develop guys to the next level. Have you already felt kind of that indication of there being something a little bit different in the air around here that helps guys get to the next level?
Yeah, I think definitely you got obviously Willie on staff. You got a good staff here that's been here, and the fact that I've worked as a scout for a lot of years and done this, so I kind of know what it takes. And this is they bring in good players that are ready to play pro ball. So I think that's just a trend we'll continue to jump on with this.
How does that scout background impact the way you've coached?
It's kind of nice because I know what it takes. I know how to. Obviously, as a player, I did it, and now from watching kids and watching them develop and turn into big league players, I've kind of witnessed that from the bottom to the top. So it's a big impact on how I do this, and because that's what most of these kids are striving to be, big league baseball players. So I have that knowledge on how to kind of enhance their ability to get to that level. So.
What do you believe it takes to get them to that level?
A lot of it's just, obviously talent's one of it, athleticism one of it, but it's heart and competitiveness is a big part of this. So I want guys that can compete, and this is kind of what we do. So I want you out there working your butt off every day and competing. So.
What was the process? Like, did really just call you and talk about the job? Like, what was kind of the process for you figuring out this was an opportunity?
Yeah, it was just conversation, and obviously having conversation with my family and just see if it makes sense. And I think this is just an opportunity I couldn't pass up to be a part of this historic program. It was a big deal for me. So.
What of Willie's vision for the program really appealed to you in your conversation with him and deciding whether or not to?
100%, and he's as passionate as you can get about this place, as you guys know, and this is something we've talked about since high school. I knew this is one of his dreams to turn this place around, and I know him as a man, and I know him as a coach and a baseball guy, and we've done a lot of cool things together throughout our careers, and I just think this is an opportunity. I wouldn't pass it up. I know where his heart's at, and I know what he's trying to do. So.
You had a chance to look into some of the hitters and see what they're about, or what impressive?
Yeah, I went through a lot of video, obviously, and these guys can hit. So now it's a matter of getting to know them as hitters, what makes them tick, how they operate, and just being able to come in and, like I said, not be too intrusive with it, but also enhance their game wherever we can. And there's always opportunities to enhance. So.
Speaking of video, Coach Bloomquist talked about the football team's home run derby and said he saw some of those swings. Did you see some of those? Did it make you
I didn't see it. Yeah, I missed it. Sorry, I wish I would have. Yeah, yeah. From my experience, though, a lot of those guys, it doesn't really translate too well when they come out. So.
Talk about like enhancing your hitting. What are some of the areas that you saw being enhanced in your ballpark?
Yeah, I think it's just raising the bottom of the zone. You know, staying out of chasing balls out of the dirt, and consistently just trying to square balls up. Yeah, managing the zone and squaring baseballs up is kind of the key to this. And compete. I mean, when you're in the box, it's a one-on-one confrontation with a pitcher, and so that's going to be kind of the mentality that I want to instill in some of these guys. So.
Outside of just individual development of players, what do you think your overall hope is for the group as a whole, as far as offensive dynamics, offensive mindset, kind of philosophy?
Yeah, and that's it. It's competing, it's managing the zone, and it's squaring the baseball up. And I feel like we're in a time where there's a lot of information for these kids with the analytics and video, everything there is, a lot of opinions. And I think a lot of these kids are trying to skip steps to get to launch angle and different things, you know. So for me, it's about developing hitters, and then we can kind of expand on that as you kind of learn how to hit, which is the kind of the number one thing in this game. So.
And is it tougher, maybe from a hitting coaching standpoint, this day and age? Because yeah, you want hitters to be aggressive, but you always hear managers, hitting coaches say, see more pitches, make them throw you more pitches. What's the challenge? Like with all the analytics, is there a bigger challenge in that mentality?
I don't know if I fully agree with that. You know, with the more pitches, I think if you get a good pitch to hit, you better let it eat, because stuff is better now, and once you get to 2 strikes, it gets tough. So if we do get to 2 strikes, I want you to be able to touch the baseball. But for me, it's hunting pitches, hunting zones, and if you get it, make sure you square it up and do damage. Yeah.
What's your best high school Billy
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. That's on the spot. That's a tough one, but I'll tell you what, man. Just us being able to win a state championship together, compete together with high-level select teams, and travel the country. We were pretty fortunate together. So, I got some good stories. Maybe off the camera we could talk about.